Why only cook Thai food when you can cook like a Thai? Okay, let's get this show on the road. สวัสดีค่ะ ประดิชยา is back with a new episode of Cook Like a Thai Made Simple. This one you may want to take some notes because I'm gonna teach you how to make your own oyster sauce. Does that sound good? Oyster sauce? What is oyster sauce? If you follow me, or actually any Thai cooking gurus long enough, you will hear a lot about oyster sauce because people in Thailand nowadays and outside Thailand, okay, let's say they are Thais, everywhere in the world, they have added this extra magic sauce called sauce hoy-naang-romm. Sauce hoynaangromm or oyster sauce, and I usually call it nammunnhoy. If you are the proud owner of, ta-da, what is that book over there? Oh, and you can look at the one here too. Of Cook Like a Thai, from Gaprao to Kimao and recipes in between, you will see that nammunnhoy or sauce hoynaangromm oyster sauce shows up quite often throughout the book. But we're not going to get into the book right now, or actually we won't get into the book at all today because it's not about me promoting from Gaprao to Kimao to you. Not today anyway, but you can find it on my website, cooklikeathai.com. So, what is it with the hoynaangromm, the sauce hoynaangromm or oyster sauce? Let me back up my chair because I'm so lazy. I don't want to get off it. Okay. All right. You see here, this is my little display. Should we call it a shrine? There's my guppy shrimp paste that I talked about in my last episode. And there's my nampla, my favorite brand for now. I don't know, it may change when they start importing something even better, but who knows? Right now, that's what works. This is the chef's brand. Doesn't mean that the chefs use it, but it's the brand name. Sauce, oyster, Tra is brand. แม่ครัว is a female chef, or actually the mother chef. แม่ is like the mother of all. So if you're an expert, you're going to be the mother of something. แม่ครัว แม่ this, แม่ that. This is the Thai brand I've been using versus the original brand. Let me tell you a little bit the history of this magic sauce. And you will hear about the good, the bad, the ugly. There's a lot of ugly going on in there, yet it is the must-have in the back of the pantry. In most Asian households, we use it throughout Southeast Asia. And of course, Chinese, Hong Kongese, I don't know, Taiwanese use it, but they probably have their own brand. This is the Thai version of it. So what's in it? Supposedly, oysters. It's oysters, the juice, and ginger, onion, let me see what else. And then they dump in other sauces. With me, I would just use salt and I'll tell you later. But they put in the black soy sauce. Some of them put in white soy sauce. So they put sauce into the process of making another sauce. And I thought that was kind of I don't know how I feel about it. It's not really, can I say pure? Because you add another sauce already existing inside this wonderful, beautiful, fresh oyster that you just whip out from, the rocks in the sea. Oh my goodness. We have to talk about that too. So I think it makes it a little less pure. Pure is the word. I mean, I'm not saying that the whole thing is pure because you may not like what you hear. And in fact, hearing this, I'm going to start making my own because suddenly I read labels and I don't like what I see. But it is a quick grab go-to. And let me just get this out of the way I use it. First, I try not to use it. Second, if I use it, I won't use a lot of it. Third, if I could replace this with sugar, and I don't mean refined sugar, I mean the Thai coconut sugar, I would use it. So this is really something that I try to make disappear from my kitchen. But you may still want to consider it because it is used widely in Thai restaurants, especially in Chinese restaurants, everywhere. Does it taste good? Yes, it tastes really good, and it gives you that thick, gooey, umami feeling. I try not to look at myself. Hold on. I need to move me elsewhere. There. So I won't look at myself. I want to see you. Okay. So it gives you that thick, gooey, umami taste, and it feels very starchy because obviously they already put in stuff like cornstarch or I don't know, whatever starch they use. Also, yeah, there's a lot of chemicals in it. MSG, definitely. They do everything they can to get you hooked to the taste. All right? But why am I talking about it? Well, you just got to know. There was this man who owned a tea shop in China. This dated back to 19th century, around 1880-ish. And his name, oh please forgive me, I cannot pronounce it to save my life, is Lee Kam-seung. He was cooking fresh oyster. Now, this is one version of the story, okay? Someone even had him at the seaside chucking his own oysters off the rocks. It ends in the same place, in the pot. So he was boiling it and then he went to do something. He forgot all about it and his oysters were cooked all the way down. And instead of getting burned and stuff, it made this thick brown gooey liquid. He dipped in there and took a little taste and it tasted good. It smells so good like fresh oysters. And it has this naturally sweetness that, the oyster produces. Now, I don't know if you're an oyster fan. I would say I'm half and half. I would eat them once in a while, but not very often. They are very high in cholesterol and they have all sort of things that you really can't have too much in your body, especially at this time of my life. So I try to not to eat it so often. My husband loves it when I cook a Thai oyster dish, and I would do it maybe once a year for him. Is that infrequency? It's infrequent because it's not healthy. It's dangerous even. Anyway, this guy cooked his oysters all the way down, got this gooey brown stuff that tastes so sweet. So he had the idea and went from there. He did some experiment and found just the right herbs and everything. Today, if you look up how to make your own oyster sauce, you will find right there that it uses oysters, ginger, onion, salt, and 2 extra sauces, already made bottle sauces, which is thin soy sauce and black soy sauce. I don't know what else they put in it, but that's the gist of it. In the beginning, this guy whose name I'm afraid to pronounce, I had no idea if he added all these things in his oyster sauce. Now, the bottles, now I feel badly because I tried the original sauce. They've been in the market forever, probably as old as Tipparot, or no, older than Tipparot even. And yeah, definitely older than the original Sriracha, Thai Sriracha at Sriracha Chonburi. So, oyster sauce right now has a lot of stuff, a lot of chemicals. I cannot pronounce these names. It has sugar, it has salt, chemical, cornstarch. They use oyster extract, just like the original sauce too. I didn't like the flavor of the original sauce. It was really sickly sweet, and I just did not appreciate that. But this one is not as sweet, and again, I use it as a binder. Sometimes the direct flavors from nam pla reacting to the protein was too straightforward. And I would have to put in a little bit of this because if I add sugar, sometimes I can't use coconut sugar. I would then replace white sugar with stevia. So if I use stevia, it will be a big bang, too much in flavor, like, what? Yo, they don't go together, that type of thing. So I would, instead of using stevia, make a little bit of sacrifice and use as little as possible oyster sauce. I need that to buy everything together. It's gooey, umami, already has MSG and sugar and salt and all the crap they put in it. I know, and I try to back off it. And if you are the owner of From Kapow to Kimao, am I pointing to the right direction? From Kapow to Kimao and recipes in between. I did say I wouldn't say anything about it. But I just want to say that in the later lessons, I refrain from using oyster sauce because I always go by my rule. If it's already good, don't add extra. If you don't need it, don't complicate the recipe. Don't complicate your life. Make it as simple and as easy as possible. So a lot of recipes I would totally skip and even advise you against using oyster sauce. Now, oyster sauce, where's my board? I'm going to set my board here. What can you use oyster sauce with? Consider what I said before. Use your own judgment whether you want to use oyster sauce or not. I'm going to give it to you as it is right now. What is it great in? Let's talk Chinese food. I've been to so many Chinese restaurants. The type that you sit at a round table and they have this spinny round thing in the middle and platter after platter and fill up the whole area and everyone spins. I used to hate it when my kids spin because they spin for the sake of spinning. Oyster is great in all vegetables. And I'm not talking about a vegetable medley like what we see here all the time when we do Chinese takeout, or even when we go sit at a nice Chinese restaurant and they put in all sort of vegetables, including carrots. Ugh, I hate carrots. No, I hate it when it's cooked. Broccoli, oyster sauce and broccoli. Yummy. Some people skip garlic. Some people slice thin a lot of garlic cloves and add that toward the end so they won't burn. When you cook broccoli, you don't want to overcook it, right? Just like a lot of vegetables. Let me add a little bit about broccoli. A lot of people prefer just to eat the top part and throw away the stems. Oh my God, all the good things are in the stem. Come on, just peel the stems, not too much, but enough so you can eat. How do you know which you can eat? Well, put in your mouth. If it's too hard to chew, you can't eat that. Slice the bottom off, just slice that off and cut the florets to your heart's content, however big or small you like. I just like by size. It has to fit my mouth, not bigger than that and not too small. As far as the stem, slightly peel, and not even the whole thing has to be peeled off. The part closer to the florets, you can eat. It's soft enough. So basically, peel, cut, slice off toward the bottom. Then you're gonna have fun with it. You slant the knife and slice diagonally and keep turning the stem so your angles will not be the same. And that's how we slice broccoli. Can be too big, while sometimes can be a little small, but not too small because then it's gonna get all cooked and mushy. Originally in Thailand, because the Chinese do it, they use gailan or kana, leaves and stems. And for the leaf part, you almost don't have to cut off the section, especially if you grow your own, you get young ones. In spring and summer, they will start rolling out. But what I found with growing my own kana kailan in my garden. When you sow the seeds at the beginning of fall, you will have it throughout winter, and it does better. I say this because I'm in Las Vegas and it's so hot and so dry. It's like northeast part, the Isan part of Thailand. Hot and dry, hot and dry. So kana, just like broccoli, it likes colder weather, not extreme hot and dryness. So anyway, kana has thinner stem. It can be this size, it can be the size of the base of your thumb. It depends on how rich your soil is. You get your kana, you eat the top, you eat the bottom, you eat everything. You slice the stem the same way as you would broccoli. It's nicer, it's thinner, takes even less long to cook. Like every green, you don't want to cook it to death. You don't want the life to go out kana and eat the dead bodies. Okay, eat the corpse. That sounds really gross. You get the picture. When it starts to turn bright green, you can tell how crispy do you want it, because kana you can eat raw, like broccoli too. Some people pinch it. Watch out, it's hot. Some people just pop it in the mouth and see. But usually I give it a few minutes, and when it turns from dark green to happy green, then I'm done. That's basically it. There's no art, no technique. You throw in kana, you throw in nammunnhoy, you let it cook, and toward the end you add the garlic. When you turn off the heat, you serve, sprinkle a little black pepper or whatever pepper you use. Just grind it on top a little bit. That's good enough. I don't know that's how Chinese makes it, but it's good. When I serve it, to me it's really good. Except I do feel a little too much MSG in my body, and I start to feel kind of weird buzzing sensation. And that's when I know that there's something else, too much of something in the sauce that they use. Use it sparingly. And usually if you cook that way, you don't need nampla, you don't need salt, no sugar, no nothing, just pure nammunnhoy sauce, hoy-naang-romm, oyster sauce, and your vegetable. So you do it with kale, if you are a kale eater. I'm not, it's a little too dark for me in taste too. If broccoli is here, kale will be there. So broccoli is the thing that I can eat. Kale will be like blah, 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 blah for me. Kana stands in the middle. So I prefer to stay with kana kailan. So go look for that. It's really good for you. Chinese store, try Vietnamese also if you don't have a Thai store. Laos store may have it. Laotian, Southeast Asian stores will carry kailan. It's really good. What else goes in there? The light color leafy, like Napa cabbage. They call it cabbage, right? We call it lettuce. Look for those choys. My son told me what choy is. Bok choy, whatever choy you can find. Those are great with nammunnhoy also. If you're gonna talk protein, the best thing, and I would say the only thing great with nammunnhoy to be a standalone dish, nothing else but that protein and nammunnhoy, beef. Go for beef. Oh my God, beef nammunnhoy. Now, what do Thai people do? They combine beef nammunnhoy with kailan kana, and they make this wonderful gooey sauce, but they do add in nampla. No, wait, some people don't use nampla. They use tao jiao, the fermented soybean paste or sauce, however they buy it. Sometimes they come in the paste form, sometimes in bottle in the sauce form. That combination results in the most delicious beef radna นื้อ with large flat white rice noodle, which you can buy at Thai store. And that's funny, the picture of that just show up on my screen background. You can buy that at Chinese store, definitely, and Thai store. Large flat noodle. For me, it has to be with either large flat noodle or crispy fried baby noodles, or the small noodle, the white noodle, the white one, the thin thread that looks almost like mung bean noodle, but it's not. Not you can eat with that too, but mung bean would be too small and it would be soggy, and you can't really fry mung bean noodles. But you can fry the tiny, small, round rice noodles. Fry and oh my god, crispy fried. That's my favorite to eat with rana, beef, kana kailan, nammunnhoy, and soybean paste. There, you got another recipe, and you don't have to buy the book. Well, good, because I don't have a lot of books left. What else? What can go in nammunnhoy besides beef? Some people use seafood. Some people put it on shrimp. I saute shrimp from time to time. Instead of salt and butter, I use butter and nammunnhoy. My daughter loves shrimp cooked this way. So butter, oyster sauce, and shrimp saute. Doesn't even take a minute for shrimp to cook and still look really good and soft inside. Never let it go rubbery. There's your shrimp nammunnhoy. Some people combine sweet onion or regular onion, cook that with their protein, beef or shrimp. I don't. But do whatever you want. Oh, another good one is asparagus, green or white asparagus. There's a research center, University of Nevada, Reno. They have their research center here in Las Vegas. They grow a lot of vegetables. From time to time, I go by. It's amazing what $5 can get me. It's huge. They're really inexpensive. So if you have a place like that where you live, go take advantage, because usually they don't put in harmful stuff when they grow their vegetables. So it's better, we put in enough stuff in our bodies that we don't really need, and it's harmful to us. And of course, you're not gonna soak your vegetable in this. No, please don't do it. All of that being said, most Thai household will use nammunnhoy. I don't know the degrees of their usage. In my household and some of my relatives, we use nammunnhoy as a binder. We would use nam pla. Some people use sugar, white sugar or stevia or coconut sugar. Then if they feel that they need to bring everything together and create a unity, then they would use nammunnhoy. That sounds, it's too bad. It's too bad that this does the job, but it has so much chemicals in it. So either you use it sparingly or you make your own. So what else do the Thais do? Oh, please do not use it with any kind of soup. Thai soup, tom yum, gangจืด, plain soup, clear soup, thick soup. Don't. Curry, no oyster sauce, please. No. Don't ever do it, please. Ugh. Oyster sauce doesn't mix well with the 3 basic Thai herbs. Just doesn't. What are the 3 basics? Galangal, lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves. Those are the 3 basics. The base for your tom yum also. So do not use nammunnhoy. Do not use oyster sauce. That being said, again, you have the sauce. What else do Thai people use it for? Or what do they use it with? Marinate. When you marinate, when you want to fry something, chicken, pork, beef, some people will use it. When I do the Thai version of beef jerky, which skips so many steps in the process, because I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, and I have large animals roaming my backyard at night. I just simply bake, or sometimes I don't. I would just do nam pla beef nam pla. I would let it dry inside the oven. Then I would fry it, and that's it. My fried nam pla beef. And I don't use nammunnhoy. If instead of beef, I use pork, nammunnhoy is something that I need to add to the mix. When beef doesn't need it, pork needs it. You come up with your own way. This is the matter of taste. For me, pork smells like beef doesn't. No, not the same way. So I need nammunnhoy to mask that. It already comes with MSG inside it, so it does the masking job well. Yeah, and I have it blend the flavor together too. And it's funny because I don't need that in my fried beef, you know? So yeah, that's basically it for the nammunnhoy. I think that I'm pretty clear. If I can, I will add picture. If I can, I won't. You know me. Sometimes I just don't get around to doing things. So I don't want to make any promise. Right now, my blog is already running and it's Cook Like a Thai Made Simple .cooklikeathai.com. But my goodness, you have to type in so many words. So how about if you just go to cooklikeathai.com and you will see up there Cook Like a Thai Made Simple. It will direct you there to the blog site. And that's where you're gonna find all the information and actually be entertained by all my I don't know, things that I do when I talk to you in the videos. I just can't help it. There's another one that I want to bring to your attention, which is my podcast. I haven't advertised about it because to me it's like, you can't see my face. It's boring. But, you know, some people are driving. I understand. I have a Spotify thingy, and it's called Cook Like a Thai Made Simple. So if you already have your Spotify app, look for it. It's there. Also, if you just want to go to my main podcast website, it's cooklikeathaimadesimple.com. See, all of this is just a lot, but it's just only different channels at your own convenience because you come in differently. I don't know what's gonna suit you. So I want to generate as many gateways as possible for you to connect with this useful information because you love Thai food and you want to do Thai cooking. I'm gonna do more in the near future because I'm expanding myself, so you will be able to reach me and learn from me more. When you want to cook like a Thai, I'm sure that you sometimes, or some of you, proven to yourself that you can't just grab recipes because you have no idea what they're talking about. And then when you go and you pick someone famous with 5 million followers, or I don't know, I just make up the number, you watch them. Usually it's a she, a her. You watch her and wow, yeah, this is good, this is good. But then when you try to follow, even to the exact words that she say, things don't turn out the same way and you feel so stuck. And sometimes it's early in the game that, okay, fine, whatever, this is not for me, okay, I'm done. You know, and you just move on, do life, and then you forget about that. But I laugh because there were times that I would follow the instruction all the way to the end, and I would have the video, I would have my phone right there in the kitchen, and I would do something, and usually it's some of this sauce dipping or sprayed or something that I don't cook often because it's not in my day-to-day put the meal on the table routine. I would finish it and I would be like, but wait, why is this like this? And then I would rewatch the video. If I had more ingredients, I would start another batch. Yeah, I would do that. Please know that when I do that, I don't just take one person's how-to. I usually go into everyone's video and picked the best one that I feel that I can relate to, that speaks to me. Just like you come in here, some of you may get, some of you may not, you know, because, hey, look, not everyone is for you, and I am not for everyone. So you just have to pick and choose. And I'm saying it right here. Maybe I'm not your answer. But if you think that there's a little bit in there that you can pick up from me, that you can't pick up from anyone else, or you don't want to bother to pick up from anyone else because you like how I say things, then oh my goodness, please stay with me because there's so much here. Okay, back to following other people's how-to. I would get so frustrated when at the end, my things still don't turn out the way people said they would, they should. Then it doesn't work. Wow, I do something wrong. Well, yeah, I mean, there's something off. Now, when you cook like a Thai with me, for example, if you go and get your free Tom Yum Goong recipe that I have right now in my offer on the website, it's free. This is free, okay? And this is how Tom Yum Goong has been and always will be cooked in my family. And it has been cooking this way. Tom Yum Goong, we make it this way. And this is 4 generations. And I know it could date back even further, but let's just stop there at my great-grandmother's days. And, it works for us. So we continue doing it without altering anything, without adding anything extra. So if you go there, you grab my recipe, and I can tell you now, it comes with a recipe, with a PDF, not too many pages. I start out with 97. I reduced it down to 36. And then the final thing that you're going to have in your hands is 8 pages, with 2 being the front and the back cover. So basically 6 pages of information, of recipe. I even think, oh my goodness, no, you won't understand because again, you see this and it's the condensed version recipe. So no, that will not be the only thing you learn from. That will be your guideline, that will be your base. But what you're going to learn from is the following up videos I'm in the middle of making right now. I finished the first video. There's another video. I will finish it. And then it will be ready for you. But you can sign up and it will be there when it will be there. As long as you put yourself on my attention, please look at me, I'm here, hello, that type of thing. I will make note of that. And you will get the videos when they come out. This is the whole thing. I want to bring the best experience, the creme de la creme of how I've done it, and the best part and the worst part, what not to do, and everything. I want to present it to you on a golden tray. I mean, I want you to have it all. So right now, just gonna be me talking and from time to time, a little description on the video, sometimes pictures, sometimes a lot, sometimes who knows. I mean, I do what I do. It depends. I roll differently every day, but that's the fun part because you love it. You love it. You don't know what to expect from me. It's like, wow, Pratishaya does it again. She comes and she really surprises me this time. Yeah, I do that. I do that a lot. Okay, let me see. I'm looking at my little board here. Yeah, I think I cover everything. Look, here's my board. See? So, yeah, I cover nammunnhoy. And yeah, this brand is usually sold at Thai market, Thai, Vietnamese, Laos, Laotian, I keep saying Laos. Sometimes Chinese market, but usually they want to sell their brand, which is Lee Kam Sung. So yeah, let's wrap it up. I hope you got enough to get you started with Cook Like a Thai. So go make a dish of stir-fry broccoli or stir-fry kai lan kana, or better yet, stir-fry beef nammunnhoy. Okay, come back and let me know how it goes. And before you go, like, subscribe, and share with someone you love, someone you know, or even someone you don't love so much, but just share anyway because it's nice. But share to those people if they are Thai food fans, if they want to cook Thai food at home, if they want some changes like you, if you want another option for the times that you want to break yourself away from Thai restaurants. Join me, subscribe and share, and go to the website cooklikeathai.com and sign up for Tom Yum Goong recipe. Also, you want to visit the blog, go to cooklikeathai.com and you will see Cook Like a Thai Made Simple. Or you can go directly to cooklikeathai-made-simple.cooklikeathai.com, or you go to Spotify, you type in Cook Like a Thai, and my channel will show up. Main podcast website is cooklikeathai-made-simple.com. Oh my goodness, I'm also on Instagram Not so much on Facebook, but I'm about to be on Instagram. You can follow me at Cook Like a Thai or call me Pradijaya. Okay, did I give you everything? And yes, there's gonna be something big coming out for the very last, I don't know, 50 books that I have. So just be on the lookout for that. I'll let you know. Yeah. I mean, gosh, the last 50 books. You should put your hands on it. One or two, but no, don't hog it, please. Just one or two. No, just one. Don't buy more than one. Okay, you can buy two, I guess. But only people who come early, first come, first serve. And I mean it. I will not reprint. I can't. It's already great. It's so good. I don't want to touch it. There. I don't want to update it. Don't want to touch it. Leave it there. And yeah, I'll come up with other books. And they're in the making. Okay, have a great Cook Like a Thai day and happy oyster sauce. Go make something out of it. Also, yes, thank you. ขอบคุณมากค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ Bye bye. I love you. Mwah.